mofos, it's your girl Shamika, and one of these days I'm going to stop introducing myself because you should already know at this point who the hell I am, and make sure that you hit subscribe, tap the bell icon if you want to be notified when I upload a video, and as always, head over to themofochronicles.com for all your reading and, giggles and sniggles and all that fun stuff. But, I know some of you don't read, which is the point of this blog or vlog. One of these days, I'm gonna get my words together. As a writer, you would think I would be able to speak. Anyway, so today's story, because of course it's story time. I want to talk about this one time that I decided to try online dating. I have not been successful at online dating, and I knew this before I even moved to this area, that the last time I had tried it was an awful experience, but because people keep talking and in my ear. So when I moved here in 2005, I was like, you know what? Bet I'm gonna try it. So forgive me because I'm gonna try to read along to this blog because I want to make sure I don't forget anything, because again, I wrote this in 2010 and it's just old now, so bear with me. But it is a true story, and I'm gonna warn you, this may not be safe for you to be listening to loudly at work. Mama, if you watching, go on and click off now. I'll wait. I feel like you're still here. Stop. Bye. Okay. All right, she's gone. So, stroll with me back to 2005. Picture it. Like I'm Sophia Petrillo on The Golden Girls, right? So I was working the most god-awful shift at the time because I was working in television news, which is the whole reason I moved here. The shift that I was on was 1 a.m. to 9 a.m. Yeah, them's the rough hours right there, okay? So anyway, so I was not really getting out meeting people, but hell, I was sleep deprived. The only time I really slept was like, I took naps. So there was never any like long stretch of sleep. So I would sleep, like I get off at 9, I would like lay down maybe at like 11 or 12, sleep till 2 until the little monster that lived above me decided to start jumping off the couch and running across the floor. And then his mammy would start having sex. So it was like pointless to try to sleep. So then I would go out, try to socialize, work out, run errands, do everything that I needed to do. And so then I would try to lay back down by 8 o'clock if possible and try to sleep until like 11:30, 12, which most of the time never happened. But anyway, and I was just coming out of this 8-year relationship with King Mofo, referred to a couple videos ago. Anyway, so I correspond with this guy because on paper, it seems like he is like a great match, right? And I can't remember the site. I feel like it was like Black People Meet or something. Yeah, I did Black People Meet way back in the day. So he, at the time, I was in my, none of your business. I'm not even going to tell you how old I was, but he was around the same age. And we had like good conversation on the phone. So after a while, we went out for, a couple little cute little dates. Honestly, don't remember where we went, but clearly it was enough to keep me interested, I guess. He had good conversation, paid for the dinner. I'm assuming we went to dinner. Hell, I don't know where we went. Anyway, so one day he invites himself to my house. Sir, it's a no. I don't know you. Luckily, I have good sense. So I was like, I wanted to stop and explain my good sense here, because if you have followed me on Twitter, if you've read the blog before, checked out the blurred dating thing that I kind of, I think I did this confession for blurred dating, where I had talked about this guy I met on, well, I'll do a whole vlog about this, but where I talked about a guy that I met online and he wouldn't leave my house for days. That's a whole other story. So that was my hesitation. Like, this man cannot come over here because 1, I don't know him. 2, is his ass gonna leave. So, okay, just so we're here with this, okay? And I also wanted to see how he was living. I mean, not that that's any safer, but in my brain at that age, in your 20s, you do some dumb shit, right? Shit, I just told y'all how old I was, kind of. Anyway, So many red flags were popping up left and right. I should have put the car in reverse and drove back to my side of town, because he was like, okay, sure, come to my place. So I call him and I'm like, ring, ring, ring. Hey, dude, I'm outside your apartment complex. Which apartment are you in? Y'all. Do you know what he says to me? He says, all right, my roommate will be out in a minute to get you. Y'all finna get these blinks and I ain't even got them eyelashes on right now, but that was blink, 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 okay? So I thought maybe he was in the bathroom or something. That's why he couldn't come out and get me, though he could have said, hold on, I'll be out there in a second, but whatever. It was nighttime. It was like around, I think 7:30, something like that. So whatever, roommate comes out to get me. This mofo is just sitting in the apartment on the couch. There was no reason he couldn't have come outside. None. Fellas, let me talk to you for a second. Stop being trifling. What would it have hurt for him to get up and be a gentleman, to walk outside, or even just tell me which apartment and I could have walked up there? Anywho, I digress. So at that moment, so we're sitting on the couch, kind of chit-chatting for a second. His roommate decides, you know what, let's listen to some Tupac. I mean, I love Tupac just like the next person, but when I'm trying to have a conversation and you know your roommate has company, why are you in the living room as well, blasting it as loud as you possibly can? See, people don't have home training, none. I don't know. Parents, what are you doing? Teach your children the way. Like, listen to Whitney Houston, show them the way, and I don't even can't even remember the lyrics right now. But anyway, so we were trying to also, besides having a conversation, we had just put a movie in. Now, in hindsight, these mofos probably planned this shit, but whatever. So, remember this, that I told you that I worked 1 a.m. to 9 a.m., right? So this is a Friday night. I didn't really get but like a couple hours sleep. And usually I am back in the bed by 8 o'clock. So this is not going to go well. Just be prepared. Okay. So I close my eyes. We go to his room to try to watch the movie. So I'm sitting on his bed and I kind of lean back, like we're just sitting, on his bed, like he's on this side, I'm over here. And I don't even know the movie that we were watching, but I just start to drift off because like we're not talking, we're just watching whatever this movie is. So now I think that I'm dreaming because I start to feel a hand like on my chest, like the hell? And then I'm feeling like little kisses all over my face. This might have been cute if he was somebody that I was really attracted to, maybe. I don't know. I digress. The point is, my ass was asleep, okay? So, and just as quick as it started, it stopped. So, and I thought I was dreaming. So anyway, I don't think you're ready for the next part. But if you've read the blog, then you already know what comes next. Movo fam, I'm completely at this point probably laying flat on the bed. The next thing I know, this dude is straddled on top of me. Naked. Yes, naked. And of course I'm like, bing, eyes wide open, like what is happening? Because his weight is like sitting on me, right? And I'm completely clothed. I have it on a sweater because it was like in the wintertime or something. I had on a sweater, probably a shirt underneath it, jeans. The only thing I didn't have on were my boots and my jacket, clearly. And so before I can push him off of me, he leans over to me and says, let me lean up so you can hear me good. Can I squirt on you? Did y'all hear me? Let me repeat it for the people in the cheap seats. This mofo asked me, could he squirt on me? We have only been out 3 times. I know some of y'all are fast asses out there, but Meek don't get down like that, okay? No. So I think that the reaction I would have had today is completely different than the reaction I had back then. Back then, I just was trying to be as polite as possible and get the hell out of there. So I was just like, hey, sir, could you and your ping get off me? This is a little uncomfortable. I'm not interested in your squirt on me anywhere. You keep your squirt to yourself. Thank you. And so, and I don't really want your bodily functions all over my new shirt, or sweater. No. So anyway, thank goodness he did, because that situation could have gone completely the wrong way, right? And so I got out of there in record time, because I just think about how if I had stayed asleep, he would have squirted all over me any damn way, right? Squirted probably all in my face, all over me, neck, just drip, let me stop, because I'm convinced my mom is still probably watching, but you get the point. This could have gone completely wrong. And so the lesson that I learned is, and I'm going to read the lesson here. I learned not to take my ass to mofos' houses or to invite them to mine, especially if we don't know each other, right? We haven't had that conversation of expectations and all that fun stuff. So anyway, and I damn sure learned not to be falling asleep around people I don't know. Because, he could have done anything. He could have done anything. So, and I just have to say, be careful when you're online dating or even meeting anybody, anywhere, because you don't know what people are capable of. Mofos is crazy out there. I'm acting like my grandma right now. Mofos are crazy. So I think that if a man can't take the time to get to know you and get to know you as a person before trying to be intimate or squirt his juices all over you, tell his ass bye. Goodbye. I'm so disgusted right now just telling this story. So, if he's not willing to wait and he's going to continue to try to, now I'm starting to crack up. I'm going to stop because I have so many jokes about the squirt stuff. But anyway, so just be careful out there, fam. If you're online dating and you're out here being fast in these streets, be careful. So that's my story, and if you would like to contribute to the Mofo Chronicles, I am always looking for guest bloggers. Email me at Shamika@TheMofoChronicles. Follow me on all social media at Mofo Chronicles. And again, the website is themofochronicles.com. Be good, you guys, and I'll check you out later.